Hi. I'm gonna regret this, but there's a voice reveal, and it's also me, what do I say, explaining the missing children traumatized abilities. I'm kind of gonna speak on this, so if I talk fast, it's probably because of that, and I apologize. Hopefully this doesn't, I'm gonna regret this. I just know that I'm gonna regret it. Why I sound so done with life? It's probably because I am done with life. But so I'm gonna go from the oldest to the youngest. And again, sorry if the video took a long time to tell you some credit. It's probably because I'm the first time I ever did this. And I had to study basically every disability that they had so I can make this video. So please spare me. Thing is that my first language is not English, is that, and so I'm kind of forgetting how to speak English. So if I see errors or me struggling to speak, it's probably because of that. And another thing, I don't know how my voice sounds like, but if I sound like a minor, it's probably because I am. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'm forcing myself to do this. But anyway, so I'm currently taking this audio in CapCut, so sorry for the bad quality. And again, I speak on this video because I don't really have much time to speak normally without noises in the background. So let's begin. Start with here. So what exactly does this mark have? I can't believe I just said that. So in trauma and disability, in disabilities, he has this beautiful thing called eating disability or eating disorders, I think. And now, an eating disorder can or disability actually, according to what I found in internet, it can actually vary a little bit between eating a lot or eating not enough. This can be caused by many things such as genetic trauma and blah blah blah. And this silica has it because of trauma, since his father was the worst father, stepfather was the worst father in the whole wide world. And he was neglectful and abusive. Well, neglect is a form of abuse, but you know. And he kind of got used to that diet that his father gave him and his sister, which is not a deal, you know. It's not a deal. Kids should not get used to that. So by being the age 13, he's actually very low weighted. And having very low weighted, even though it seems like a beauty standard these days, can be very vital actually by missing of nutrients and blah blah blah. I think it's obvious that it's about abuse, since he basically separated from him until he was like 6. No, until he was like 9. But the main thing is physical touch. No, it's not because of SA, it's because of simple abuse. Yes, this can happen. Many children can experience a very uncomfortability in physical touch after going through a lot of abuse, which is totally normal, and I don't really think there's a cure for it. I guess, well, maybe there is, but I guess just how a person turns after abuse. So that's for that little guy. Let's continue. I think it's obvious that it's about abuse, since he basically separated from him until he was like 6. No, until he was like 9. But the main thing is physical touch. No, it's not because of SA, it's because of simple abuse. Yes, this can happen. Many children can experience a very uncomfortability in physical touch after going through a lot of abuse, which is totally normal, and I don't really think there's a cure for it. I guess, well, maybe there is, but I guess just how a person turns after abuse. So that's for that little guy. Let's continue. Moving on to Gabriel. So this guy's trauma it's disability free. He's completely fine except for trauma. Now, according to his mother, she unintentionally verbally abused him, which is not a deal. This was until he turned like 10, 3 years before he went to get milk, or before William just killed him, you know. I forgot what I was going to say. One moment, please. Remember? So, what is exactly verbal abuse, and is it really abuse? Verbal abuse is not taken seriously because people think that everything has to be physical. No, verbal abuse is a way of abuse, but it affects them. If it affects mental problems such as what was it called? The self-esteem. It can cause different other mental illness such as depression. Thankfully, he didn't have this, but it can vary by and it is as an important fact to take in mind. What am I even saying? And verbal abuse is basically the same as physical abuse, except it affects the brain, not the person in physical way. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, guys. Sorry. That's it for this little guy because he has zero trauma. We have Susie. So this girl's actually traumatized with animal death, not only because of her dog dying, because when she was younger she had 5 fish who all died. They ended up eating them for dinner. I'm just kidding. They did not eat them for dinner. And she also had a bird that didn't end so well. Let's not talk about that. And then her dog got run over by William. So she's very traumatized with it. Now, what does the chica have disabilities? I don't know if you noticed, but one of her eyes is slightly lighter than the other. But that's because she's blind in that eye. Most people would be, well, at least nowadays, would be insecure about that eye. But Susie actually finds it interesting and makes things they make her prettier and more unique from the others. So she's a very silly girl and a perfect example to take kids. Don't be insecure. Don't be insecure. Before we continue, I want to say I'm going to skip Cassidy because she is the only one in the whole group who doesn't have disabilities or trauma. She's as fresh as letters. So letters one will be for it. What does this motherfucker have? So I think it's obvious that his disability is that he's missing a leg. But what exactly is his trauma? Well, he has a trauma with cars because actually he's an orphan and he lost his parents and he's like in a car accident. And so being 5 years old and having this trauma is not very nice to me. And he is a little sad that he cannot run and walk normally, but he's fine. But he's happy because he still has friends, and their friends treat him like normal person. That's pretty much it. This video is long as sleep. It's 7 minutes long, but oh well, that doesn't matter, right? Anyways, I'm gonna post this. After I post this, have one last thing to say. It's a voice reel, as you can see, and I cannot make this video called bye since it's part of my lore. So this video is staying. I regret saying that it was a voice reel, but oh well.